Mm-hmm. And we are live. Hey guys, you are tuned into
Hello.
Lyfe Uncensored. I am Skylar Dawn.
And I'm Sean Reeves.
And it is Tuesday night in the city of Houston, about 7 p.m., maybe a couple minutes after.
Yeah, just a tad.
Yeah, thanks to YouTube. It's always YouTube's fault. It's never our fault.
Right, YouTube.
Never, ever, ever. So how are you today, Sean?
You know what? I've had better days. I'm in pain right now.
You're in pain?
Yes. I mean, haven't you seen me like sitting here like moving really, really slowly?
I've been a little bit busy. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Like, okay.
I get the bad friend award today.
So Sunday I had a photo shoot, right?
Right?
Well, it was a roller derby themed photo shoot.
Saturday.
No, it was Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Okay.
So I hung out with you on Saturday. Saturday
oh,
was
I thought it was after Saturday.
No, that was a celebrity basketball game. No,
okay.
It was Sunday. I had a photo shoot.
Okay.
And it was a roller derby themed skate night photo shoot. And I'm like, yeah, I've got this. I can roller skate. Well, I haven't been on a pair of skates in decades.
Okay.
Since like I was a little kid. But I thought, oh, well, if you can roller skate, if you've skated once in your life, it has to be just like riding a bike. I can get on and put on skates again. It's not like riding a bike. Okay? It's not, no, not at all. So I'm standing there and I'm hitting these poses, then all of a sudden my feet come out from underneath me and I go down hard. Like right on my ass. Like I literally bounced. I've got a big booty back here, so you would think it would have like broken some of the fall, like a little cushion. No. And I think I broke my ass bone.
There is a possibility.
Because I have been hobbling around and like I have been like, I couldn't even like really come up the stairs today. And like even sitting like this, it's like, oh my god.
Okay, now I fell a couple of years back and I just knocked my S3, which is they call it kind of your sex bone, but it's the very bottom vertebrae. I knocked it out, and so I went to the chiropractor, and he readjusted me and knocked it back into place.
How did he know you knocked it out?
I guess they just know that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So when he adjusted and put me back into place, and then it was like magic.
Really?
Yes, it was like magic, and I was okay. Now
it
every
hurt,
once
like,
in a while
really
it
low,
goes
like,
back.
right
Yes,
down here?
yes, and I had to drive like this.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I was in a lot of pain.
Because like even like right now, like if I try to do a Kegel exercise,
yes,
I can feel it.
yes, that's
Okay.
yes. Don't try to have sex.
Oh my god.
You will die.
Oh wow.
You will die.
Shit.
Yes.
So I need to see a chiropractor then. So no, like that's what I'm dealing with right now.
Yes, I would go to the chiropractor.
But I got some great photos from it. They're really good.
Well, in the name of a great photo, it was worth it.
Yeah, so I after I fell, I had to end up shooting for like an additional hour. So I just trooped it out, is what you do.
Yeah.
But so no, that's what's going on with me right now. But beyond that, great week. Went to the Trey Day basketball game with the boys.
Yes.
They loved it. They had a great time. That was their first live basketball game they'd actually saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So they loved it. So now they think like every basketball game is going to be hip hop where they dribble to a rap music.
Well, that was a really good one for a first one.
Yeah.
Because it is, like you said, a lot of hip hop, a lot of playing. The only thing is, I wish that you guys could have stayed for the whole thing so that you could have stayed after and hung out, because it was more fun afterwards when everyone hangs out on the court.
Then my shoot was Saturday because I went to the shoot right
That's
afterwards.
what I thought.
Yes, it wasn't Sunday.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Because that's why
You're
you
right.
had to leave.
I had to leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I went to that shoot that same day. Gosh. that fall knocked my memory loose.
Yeah, because that was a lot of fun afterwards. Yeah. But that's what I always love about all the Trey Day stuff is that Trey brings all of the celebrities out, not just to the city, but he also brings them out and makes them touchable, if that's a word, touchable to the community and to the kids.
Within reach, I guess.
Yes, within reach.
Yeah.
And so the kids can come up and take pictures with them and really it's a smaller venue, it's a smaller amount of people, and so it's a little bit
more personal.
It is. It's more personal, and it's cooler for the kids because they're all like, "Oh my gosh, I get to take pictures with them. Yeah. I get to talk to them. They're right there."
So like AJ has been watching Wild 'N Out now.
Oh, how cool with Dan! And,
yes.
Oh,
to see.
so
So
cool.
like he was really impressed.
Yeah,
so
it is so cool.
Yeah,
it is really cool when you get to see those people like right here.
Yeah,
and they're just like, hey,
yeah,
you know,
so
yeah.
The kids had a great time. They
yeah.
Really did.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad because it's a really cool thing to get to experience.
It is.
And as just like I'm exhausted, and I know Zeke is like so exhausted because he participated in like going out to the clubs and all that kind of stuff. I only went to like the bowling, the basketball, the comedy, Trey Day, the actual concert. I just went to that type of stuff.
I mean, that's a lot in itself.
No, it was a lot. But Zeke also went to like all the clubs and all that, the extra
right.
stuff. But the fun, cool stuff is like they all clown around a lot. They're all friends with each other, or they make friends with each other because everyone's together so much. So you get to see all of the like funny stuff in between, and especially like Dan and Nick, the ones that you're talking about, the Wild 'N Out. Like they're just fools. Like they do crazy stuff all the time. Like at the bowling alley, I put up a video. I try not to get too much, like I don't even take pictures with people because I know that they're there like just hanging out,
right?
And so I don't want to be like, hey, can you please take a picture with me, you know, because I don't know, I'm just not like that.
I'm the same way.
But like Dan was like humping the couch and you know they're just always doing something crazy.
Yeah.
And so it's just a lot of it keeps you entertained.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
No, but the boys, they had a really great time. They
That's
did. They
good.
loved it. And they're definitely looking forward to next year Trey Day.
And that's what's important. Yeah. That's really cool. It was a lot of fun, and it's a lot of good stuff for the community.
Right.
I mean, they gave out like over 1,000 backpacks yesterday full of school supplies. They do, you know, they took kids to the children's museum, and they did like he does a lot of really cool stuff for the community. So. Not
cool.
To mention all the really cool
like
free fun stuff too.
Yes.
So it's good stuff for the community and fun stuff.
Then you know maybe it's when the kids grow up they'll look at it and they'll see how cool he really is and how important this event really is.
Yeah.
You know, once they become adults.
Yeah. So it was really cool stuff. Really tired, but it was cool. It was cool stuff to do, and I'm glad that you participated.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, because you don't come over to that world with me very much.
No, I know.
So it was fun for you to come over.
No, but I had a good time.
Yeah, good. Yay! Yeah. Okay, so you are tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
And I'm Sean Reeves. And
we will jump into In the News. We've got some stuff to talk about in the news. We'll start out kind of lighthearted. There's an annual sale at Nordstrom.
Okay.
They're doing their annual sale until October 4th, and that's where you get like I guess it's like their best sale that they have all year round till August 4th. But they have this Notori Feather Underwire Bra. It has over 2,000 reviews.
That must be a really good bra.
Yes, they're saying this is like an amazing bra. So
I want to try it.
I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, any bra that gets over 2,000 reviews
must be worth having.
At least, worth trying.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually always have the same, brand, same style. Once you find a bra that I know you guys all know about this, but the females will understand what we're talking about. once you find a bra that you're like in love with,
you have to stick with it.
You stick with that style, and you get like one in every
Every
color.
color.
You get a backup in every color. You get a backup for the backup in every
yes,
color.
Absolutely. It's like finding a good bra. It's like finding an awesome pair of shoes or like the right foundation.
It's more important than a man.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like the girls have to be supported.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But so, anyways, this is supposed to be a really good one. So check it out. Nordstrom annual sale until the 4th.
That's a pretty long sale.
Yeah.
October 4th?
No, August 4th.
August 4th. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, October 4th.
I'm like, the heck kind of
Yeah.
sale is that?
No. August 4th.
August 4th. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. A 28-year-old boxer, Maxim Dadashev, dies after severe brain injuries in his fight. So rest in peace to him. But he has a wife and son that he leaves behind.
That's horrible. But you know, it's the risk you take in that arena, in that fight world. You know.
I know. I guess so many boxers stay around for so long. I mean, I assume that they're gonna have brain damage.
Right. They have some sort of traumatic brain injury. But it's just like with the football players. They have that same too. It's like some sort of concussion
CTE or CT
that they develop from being hit so much.
But I don't think they're just going to die from a boxing match.
Maybe his brain swelled or whatever. But so I have to ask, do you think it's worth it, the amount of money that they earn boxing? Let's just take Floyd Mayweather, for instance. He's earned how many hundreds of millions as a professional boxer?
Ask him, and it's like 50 billion. I don't
know. But like, is it really worth the risk?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is the money and the fame that comes along with being an athlete worth your life? I mean, the potential of,
if you ask this guy's wife, she would say no. I'm
absolutely,
sure.
and his child.
Yeah.
I'm certain they'd rather have him around.
But on the other hand, before this match, I'm sure they would say
it was worth it.
So, but
it causes me to have a little bit of pause to say, about the things that we value.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah. Another rest in peace is Rachel Ewens.
Yeah, she was the founder of the FOMO Factory. And what the FOMO Factory is, it's called, Fear of Missing Out. And it was like an adult interactive gallery, like a playground for adults, where you could go and, do different things.
Now you say it was, so is it no longer
It's
open?
no longer open. It was in the Galleria, and it was supposed to run actually until December 31st. And but due to her untimely death, they've closed it immediately.
Okay.
But yeah, it had gotten a really big social media following.
Okay.
It was just a great place to go and be a kid again. So very, very tragic. Rest in peace, Rachel.
Rest in peace to Rachel. And ASAP Rocky, still in prison in Sweden.
Yeah.
Now the instigator has been released of all charges.
Cleared of all charges?
Yes.
Okay.
And now ASAP's bodyguard
has been released.
Correct.
Right, but ASAP is still in jail.
Still in jail.
The problem that I have with the Swedish justice system is he's being held without due process. He hasn't been actually charged with a crime. And to hold someone in custody without due process is like punishment before the fact. That is a violation of his human rights, at least by our standards and the way that we apply the law.
That's true. Now, the only thing that I can say about that is this should make you guys think twice when you're going into another country. Other places don't do things like we do.
Right.
And I have to tell my friends this when we go other places. When we went to Mexico, I told you, police are corrupt. Like, I trust everyone else other than the police.
Right.
When we go there.
But then, you have an expectation that when you go someplace, especially to a country like Sweden, that they would have some sort of, they would hold true to the UN to some degree, and that some standard of international law would prevail. But obviously it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
At all.
It doesn't. And so you have to know that when you're traveling, and this is where we get the nasty American. That's where we get that term, because we expect everybody else to
be
act
like us.
Like us.
Right.
And we can't expect that.
Yeah.
So,
Because there is, in the United States, we would not hold a person for weeks without formally charging them. You don't sit in jail.
We wouldn't.
No, we wouldn't.
We wouldn't.
Without formal charges.
We wouldn't.
Well, unless you're a brown person, an immigrant, born here in the United States with papers and a birth certificate under a racist administration. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, think twice before you speak there, Sean.
Those people. Those people. You know, that honestly, it makes
now do that.
It makes my blood boil.
Yes, because we now do that. It really
does. Like, that enrages me that we have people in detention centers.
Here.
Yes. People in detention centers being treated like animals in cages. And then that one kid.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
But so we can't say that we wouldn't do that.
Well, you know, typically we don't do it. I mean, but we have, like, with the the Japanese in the internment camps, it's different. And with what's going on currently right now in the detention centers. So
we do it when we
feel like it, when it serves us, when it suits us. I hate even to say us.
So, well, it's our country.
True. Yeah.
So ASAP, and even didn't Trump try to?
He tried to when the president over there was like, deuces, mind your business.
Yeah. So we can't always bully ourselves around. So this should let you know, watch your P's and Q's when you go outside of the U.S. because not everyone is going to do what we tell them to. We are not the boss of everybody.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Obama would have gotten him out, but that's just...
We are not the boss of everybody. Mind your P's and Q's when you go outside of our country. You're tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
And I'm Sean Reeves.
And now we're going to do hashtag WTH.
Yeah.
Now we'll get to the fun stuff. Oh my God. This Disneyland fight, hashtag WTH. Did you guys watch the Disneyland fight?
I think everybody's seen the Disneyland fight.
Okay, I did not watch it.
Chaos.
I did not watch it until today, literally.
Wow.
Not until today. Yes. So, 3 of the people from the Disneyland fight are actually being charged, but one of them, holy shit fucks. Okay? This guy...
The guy in the red shirt. Everybody knows who he is.
This
red
guy?
Shirt guy.
Nutcase.
Yeah, he's nuts.
He should be banned from life from any theme park that has kids at it. That's what I think he should.
Or how about just removed from society? Let's start there.
Can we switch him with A$AP Rocky? Can we do a trade? Sweden can have him, and we'll take
we the
A$AP
American
Rocky
delegation. Give you red shirt guy.
Yeah.
In exchange for A$AP Rocky.
Yes. Can I be the ambassador for trading criminals? Because I would like to switch.
He was out of control. Out of control, and he total disregard for anyone around him. Disregard for his kids. Like, most abusers, like, keep a lid on it. Like, in public at least.
Well, I was going to say, or at least they keep it in their, like,
in public.
Hood or something. Like, I mean, he's like,
they don't act like
nuts.
That. Yo, but he said he didn't care about going to jail, so he's going to get his wish.
Yeah. He was like, I'm going to go to jail today. Well,
I mean, but then on the flip side, too, I guess if you're already going, act a damn fool.
Well, yeah, so that instead of it being misdemeanors, it can be 7 felonies or, I mean.
Look,
dude.
He went all in.
Dude.
And was totally wrong for what he did. But.
Not only did he beat up someone else's wife, some other dude, he beat up his own girlfriend.
Yeah, he beat up his sister.
His sister.
His brother-in-law.
His brother,
yeah, as well as his girlfriend. And then I think he hit another person that was in the group as well.
Yes.
He was completely and totally out of control. But you know what? His behavior isn't anything new because you could tell the family was accustomed to him acting like that.
Yeah.
There was no surprises there. No one was shocked. And even after he cold-cocked, sucker punched the girlfriend and drug her around the park and people had to come to her rescue, she was still like, but baby, baby. I'm like, girl, please.
Yes, and she was trying to like talk to him
after he just beat her like a dog in the street in front of
He's
the
facing
world.
upwards of 7 years in prison.
Yo, how could you act like that at the Magic Kingdom in Toontown?
Yeah, in Toontown. Little kid. Like, have you guys been to Toontown anywhere? Not even Disneyland. Six Flags. Any Toontown is like for kids like what, 7 and under?
Man, listen. You know how like Toontown, they're like always fighting people in the cartoons. They come out with an anvil out of nowhere. Like I was expecting one of those to drop just out of the sky, bing, and land with somebody. Like where are the sound effects? That dude.
He was nuts.
Yes, completely and
Nuts.
totally crazy. And then imagine being at Disneyland and having to be a bystander and actually intervening to break that mess up.
Or even seeing it. I mean, I would be like, okay, where are the cameras? Where, like, someone come out and be like, psych. I mean, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts.
I don't know, but the guy who broke it up is actually from Texas.
Really?
He was a coach from Texas who put the guy in the chokehold. So at the very least, maybe he'll get like free lifetime passes or something to Disney. I mean, because he did the job that security wouldn't do. It just got Disney security was like nowhere to be found.
Afterwards, the stuff we did not see on camera is he tried to run over a Disneyland employee. Like, threatened to kill him and tried to run him over with his car.
And then he also threatened to kill his brother and his sister-in-law.
This dude was on some kind of drugs. And if he wasn't...
Or just he has anger management issues. He's probably like that all the time.
That's worse than anger management. That was Sean.
He has anger problems. I don't think he's on drugs at all. He's just an angry individual who's accustomed to behaving that way.
Then he needs to be on drugs.
Who is accustomed to behaving like that.
Anyways, hashtag WTH. So, Kevin Hart.
That little leprechaun.
Hashtag WTH. His sex tape.
Yes.
That came out not too long ago, or was gonna come out. He was being extorted over. He found out was a friend of his of 15 years. That was who was trying to extort him for the sex tape.
That's who it always is. You know they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer? Is that the expression?
No. Enemies close and your friends closer.
In this case.
No, friends close and enemies closer.
Either way, if you're Kevin Hart.
But he thought it was a friend.
Keep your friends closer.
15 years? Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is that his friend of 15 years thought that he did absolutely nothing wrong. Like it was an extortion, like threatening to ruin your friend's career.
And marriage.
And blackmail him for money by releasing the sex tape. You don't think there is anything wrong with that? Like, what kind of friend are you? You know?
I just can't imagine. I can't imagine a friend trying to put out a sex tape.
He's not a friend.
Yeah.
At all.
He said that he thought that him and Kevin were going to put it out together.
And it just goes to show how much Kevin Hart trusted this guy. Because he obviously had to share the sex tape with him. Like maybe he sent it to him or he had access
said
to
that
his
whoever this
information.
guy was that contacted him with the sex tape, he thought that it was Kevin contacting him with the sex tape.
Okay. So how did the sex tape get released? How did it come to be in his possession?
I don't think it actually got released, but the chick, supposedly, I think she's from here, she recorded her and Kevin having sex, and I think it was like her boyfriend or some guy with her that was contacted him or something somehow in there, and they were extorting Kevin.
So let me help me understand. So Kevin Hart, a dude with a massive career in entertainment with millions of dollars and a marriage to lose, allowed some woman to record him on her cell phone having sex. Joke's on you, Kevin. Shit. No. No, that's just dumb. No, I mean, if you're going to make a sex tape...
getting a chick from, like, Backpage or something and meeting her in Vegas and having sex with her is really dumb anyway.
But you know what? If you're going to make a sex tape, WTH. Make it on your own phone.
Yeah. Hashtag WTH.
You keep it in your possession.
Well, I think it was, like, hidden. It wasn't purpose, so...
Well, she had it.
She did it. She hid it.
Yep.
She took it
without
his permission.
So
it
then
wasn't
is
like
he-
it wasn't like they were like, hey, let's make a sex tape. No, she took it without his permission.
So while they're whatever, she's like filming herself.
No, she had it like it was like sitting. It
Oh,
was,
I
like,
see.
hidden.
She was recording the room when he came in. I got you.
Yes,
I got you.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Hashtag WTH. Don't cheat on your pregnant wife.
With a thought from Backpages.
Or wherever. Yeah, she was. It was something like that. Guy arrested outside. Oh my gosh. Okay, so back to these. What is up with all the stalkers? It's like the stalkers are just out right now. They're just so out. So a guy was arrested outside Taylor Swift's house.
Okay.
So somebody was suspicious. There was a call about a suspicious guy. He had a I need to turn here. He had a metal bat hanging outside of his backpack.
Okay.
So the police came. He was caught with a metal bat,
Okay.
screwdrivers,
Yes.
crowbar,
Yes.
gloves,
Yes.
over 30 lockpicks
Okay.
in his backpack.
All right.
And he tells the police that he was just meeting Taylor Swift there because she was going to help him with his music career.
Okay. Sounds plausible. Yeah. That's believable.
Hashtag WTH.
TH. Yeah, because everyone carries that around in their backpack or their purse. Yeah.
Like when you were putting your stuff in your backpack, like when you were putting the screwdrivers in and then the lockpicks, were you thinking like, well, this will be helpful doing my music career?
Yeah.
Or the crowbar?
For the crowbar. He was going
Like,
to have,
which
he was
part
going to
of
have
the-
a creative meeting,
Yeah.
obviously.
Which part of that screams music
Yeah.
to you?
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal bat.
Yeah, the sound of the bat scraping the cement or the lock picking at the door. You know, that click, click, click.
The
tick,
crowbar,
tick sound.
holding it up over your head and her screaming.
Screaming, yeah.
Yeah,
Screaming on the track. That's the chorus. That's the hook. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my
No,
God.
he had no malintent. There were no evil intentions. He did not show up to kidnap Taylor Swift. Absolutely not.
Not at all. They were just going to make a record.
That's it. She was going to give him advice.
Willingly.
Yeah. I mean, look, whether she
Hashtag
knew it or not,
WTH.
she was in it, but she was committed to that album.
Whole 16 tracks.
Checks. She was all in. Shit. Bad blood. Yeah.
Ooh, now, hashtag WTH. 18-year-old Texas-born citizen held since June 27th, despite showing his birth certificate that he was born here in Texas.
You know what? And that, it's like a witch hunt. That makes me so angry that we can do this. But you know, it goes, and the fact that he's still in custody is absurd.
Well, he got out this week.
Did they let him out?
They let him out this week.
Finally,
him
after
out.
media pressure.
Yes.
But you know, but it just goes.
But he
to
was
show.
held at the custom border
For
detention
weeks. He
center
wasn't even. He
since
was there for
June
3 weeks
27th.
and was not allowed to call his mother.
No,
Nothing.
18-year-old.
But you know, the thing of it is this: when you take an American citizenship, an American citizen who shows legal identification, who shows a legal birth certificate, it goes to show that it is not about their status as an illegal immigrant. It's not about whether they're here legally or not. It is about race, period. And I stand by that.
Hashtag WTH.
That should never happen to any citizen in this country, ever.
What's going on? I mean,
But
that's
you know,
nuts.
Trump is going to sign an executive order
That's nuts.
that ends birthright citizenship.
That's nuts. He was born in Texas. He
I mean,
should
just
not
like
have
my
been
kids.
in a concentration camp.
Yeah.
He was born in Texas. We shouldn't have concentration camps, but we do.
I mean, the fact that he should have never been detained. Period. But like I said, it makes my blood boil. It really does.
So you are tuned in to Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
I'm Sean Reeves.
You can catch us here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. right here, either on YouTube at Skylar Dawn. It's youtube.com/SKYLADAWN. Hit that subscribe button for me. Would love that. Or you can find us at Lyfe Uncensored Show on Facebook, Lyfe Uncensored on Twitter and Instagram. Or you can find me at skyladon.com on Facebook and Instagram.
And I am on Instagram as well under Hourglass Corseteer. And it's French. Hourglass_corset tier. Tiere. I hope you know how to spell corset the first part, but
if you don't, you can go to my page and
I'm hyperlinked from there.
You can find her. So now we're going to get into our relationship topic, which we have a relationship topic every single week. This week we are going to talk about something that's kind of in the news, in the entertainment news, and I just thought it was kind of interesting, kind of a hot topic right now since it's in the news. So there is a celebrity and was spotted out with another celebrity, or a celebrity husband, I guess, spotted out with a celebrity, and people were questioning, is this a friendly situation? Or are they in an open relationship? So the couple that are together
it's Lila Rashawn and her husband, the director Antoine Fuqua.
Yes.
And the woman in question is Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, who is supposedly, is she best friends? Yeah, they're very close friends with Lila Rashawn. Close
friends to the family.
Yes.
And so they were out in Italy
together, and the wife is at home.
The wife is home, and Nicole Murphy and the husband, Fuqua, is that how?
Yes.
Are like tongue kissing, like not just like kissing on the mouth, but like in it.
Kissing. like two lovers would kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, she said that she coincidentally ran into him in Italy at a private resort while they were both in their swimwear. Go figure. And you know, when she greeted him, they just happened to greet with a passionate tongue kiss, as you know,
as most friends do.
Yeah. You know, I mean, they could be in an open relationship. It's possible, but typically it's open when all parties involved know about it. So, like, Lila Rashawn, his wife would have to be okay with it and on board with it. You know,
because like if you have a significant other and I happen to see your significant other out and they come up to me, I'm going to hug them. But if their mouth comes towards me, I'm going to turn my head. If their tongue comes towards me and you're not around, I'm probably going to text you and be like, hey, I don't know if maybe there's a new medication in the you know, going on, or I don't know what's going on.
Now, like, I've been out with my husband before, and like guy friends that I know, like they'll walk up to me and they've kissed me on the mouth, but it's never been like a tongue kiss. You know what I mean? And like even our first date, the very first time we went out, you know, I took him to this bar that I used to go to a lot, and the owner walks up to me and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while." We kiss, kind of like how, you know, like the French kiss. But no tongue.
French kiss here and here. They don't
like,
kiss here.
No, just a quick kiss, right? But nothing sexual. Nothing sexual at all, just friendly. So I do know that there are people who greet each other like that. And to me, I'm okay with that if you have that type of relationship. But passionate, intimate kissing, there is a difference between friendly kissing and intimate kissing. And that was intimate kissing.
It was extremely intimate.
It was very intimate.
I don't want anyone kissing me on the mouth, period. Yeah.
No, I mean, I have to be extremely comfortable with you for that. Like, we have to be like close friends. But not necessarily lovers for that. So, but in that case, and for her to deny it the way that she has, to me, that screams an affair. It doesn't scream open marriage. Open marriages are completely and totally different. It's like I said, when it's, you know, ethical non-monogamy where all parties are on board. Your wife may know about the lover, or in some instances, people have open marriages where one spouse may know that it's open, but they don't actually know your partners. They may not be friends with it. They know that you see someone.
Okay, so let's say, in open marriages, so with an open marriage, so the wife and the husband, let's say it's agreed upon for an open marriage.
Right.
So the wife and the husband both say, let's say you and your husband both say, okay, we're going to have an open marriage. Right. So both parties have to agree on it. One party can't.
Right, it has to be mutual. It has to be
both parties agree on an open marriage. So that means both parties are having other partners.
If that's the bounds of your relationship. However, there are some open marriages to where only one person may be open and the other one isn't. But that's only because they choose to be that way.
Okay.
Not like they're being forced to be.
Okay. So then you would, like you said, then somebody wouldn't deny that they're having an open relationship.
Correct.
Okay.
All people, like I said, everyone in the situation knows. And everyone's okay with it. Everybody's on board with that type of relationship. I mean, it's polyamory, to where you can have you're committed to your primary relationship, but you may take other lovers throughout the relationship.
Okay, so how do you feel about all of this?
I think for people involved in those type of relationships, I think they can work. But it has to be an entirely different level of commitment to the relationship, maturity, and understanding. And you have to be open, and you have to really, really, really communicate, with your partner. And it has to be something that you both agree on and that you both want. You can't coerce or force someone into an open relationship that doesn't want to be in one.
Right, and it has to be something that's agreed upon with both people.
With both people.
Not like after it's out in the media.
Right.
Or after a kid pops up.
Right, no. And
because he has 2 kids outside of marriage.
I look at it like this. Statistically, 3 out of 5 men cheat on their wives. So, I mean, if you really want to look at it, I mean, we've got that's 3 out of 5 people who are actually in an open relationship. Maybe the other spouse doesn't know about it.
Well, then that's not open.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
That person is having an affair. Now, there are open relationships, like I said, to where the person may not specifically know who your partner is, but they know that there is someone. You know what I mean? And to where, you don't discuss details, but you do know that, okay, my partner dates whomever.
Right, but it wouldn't be a family friend.
No, typically not. No.
Because that would be a boundary crossed that's just not...
No.
That's not cool.
And then, and sometimes typically if it's a really, really close person that's there all the time, a lot of people share partners. To where, you may have one person who's bisexual. They could both be bisexual, pansexual, whatever they are. And they have a shared partner. And those relationships, I mean, they do exist. But I don't think that's the case with Nicole Murphy.
Well, no, because she also wouldn't have shut down her Instagram.
No. I think she was blindsided by her husband having an affair with this woman.
Yeah. Well, and then also the other, Lisa Ray.
Yeah. How she came out on the Shade Room and told her, oh, wow, her husband too. So apparently Nicole Murphy has a history of chasing married men.
Yeah. And, openly cheating with
Well, she's not openly cheating with him, she's cheating with him in secrecy.
Well.
But, I'm a firm believer that everything done in the dark
comes to light.
Eventually comes to light.
Yeah. Now, I definitely could not have an open relationship. That would not work for me. We talked about this.
Right.
I was like, that absolutely would not work for me. So, don't get any ideas out there. But as you said, there are people that can have those.
Who can, and typically too, when you go into, I mean, some people renegotiate the terms of their marriage once they've been in it. They may go in as a monogamous couple and then later say, hey, let's try being open. But then a lot of times, the most successful open relationships are ones who start like that, to where the couple, even when they're dating, they don't practice monogamy. It's what we call, ethical non-monogamy, to where, you're committed to each other as a couple, as your primary relationship, but you do develop relationships outside of that one.
Yeah,
So,
I could see where it would have to start out that way, because
Right.
if you didn't start out that way, I think it would,
yeah, a
me
lot of
thinking,
people, right.
it would cause too many problems.
And it does for a lot of people to where when you try to open up a marriage after the fact, one person may feel like, you know what, I'm going to try it, I'm being coerced, but they're only doing it to appease,
Try to appease the other party.
And in those situations, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I could see that.
At all.
Yeah, I could see
because
that.
you're being forced into a situation that you don't want to be in.
Yeah, but we definitely do not think that's the case here.
No, I don't. I think he's having an affair, and he has a history of it. So,
Yeah.
there you have it.
If it looks like a duck,
Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
it's a duck.
It's a duck.
It's a dirty duck.
Yeah. And then too, like if they were open and he's on vacation with her, she would know about it.
Yes.
She would have given her consent beforehand. And when they came out together, she was like, "Oh my gosh, it's lovely to see you guys together," or something. Like the spouse is typically always very supportive.
Yeah.
Of their partner's other relationship.
Well, like there's the Monique.
Right.
She's has open relationship, and she's very vocal about it, and she's openly said that, so she doesn't have a problem saying
Right.
it. So if that would have been the situation, she would have been like, yeah, so what?
Yeah, they're enjoying themselves in Italy.
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself in
wherever.
Bring
me back another handbag, something. But no, they would have her blessing.
Yeah.
And support, and it would have been communicated to her. They would have her permission.
Yeah, but that does not seem the case. So our opinion is that that's not the case.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, do not think so. So you are tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
I'm Sean Reeves.
And we are going to jump into, can you hear my stomach growling? Oh God, my stomach is growling. We are going to jump into chivalry. We do a chivalry topic. I just keep turning in here. I think you're giving me the Dallas vibe.
Really?
Yes. Ooh.
Careful.
I'm flashing the camera.
Is this an episode of Lyfe Uncensored or
Uncensored? Lyfe Uncensored?
Uncensored.
Yeah, I think I didn't flash it too much there.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah. Basic life uncensored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. So
put that spotlight on her.
It's kind of hot in here. It's really hot. I need less clothes on. So, anyways, I can only imagine the comments. So I'm not even gonna try to turn my chair. We'll just leave it how it is. Chivalry. So our topic tonight, we wanted to know: do you stop when you see someone that's broken down on the side of the road?
Right.
You know,
do you help?
Do you help? In the olden days, when you saw someone on the side of the road,
you would stop.
You would stop and help. Yeah. But nowadays, is it safe? Do you stop and help? Do you even care? Do you pay attention? Nowadays everyone is so self-involved and into their own thing. Like, do people stop anymore?
I don't know. For me, given that I would like to think that most of the people in the world are good. But I know that's very idealistic to think that. And there's so many scams and things like that, I think nowadays it's just so dangerous for anyone to stop and render aid to anyone on the side of the road. So I would say, if you see a stranded motorist or something, everybody has a cell phone nowadays. I say that the best thing to do would be to call for help and to send the appropriate authorities to help, roadside assistance or the police or something like that, versus actually stopping and doing it yourself. But on the flip side too, there have been situations to where if there were good Samaritans and people didn't stop and actually take action, people may have died. Mm-hmm. Where you see accidents where a good Samaritan will jump out of the car and remove somebody, or a car rolls into a canal or flooded or something, and you have that person, that heroic person, to put their life at risk helping that other person. I don't know. I really think it depends upon the circumstances. Like if you see a woman at night and she's stranded by the side of the road and she's trying to change her tire by herself, you might want to call 911 versus helping. That's just what I think.
Well, what I do personally is anytime I see anyone on the side of the street, I have Harris County Precinct 4 saved in my phone. Mm-hmm. So I always call that, or we can call 311 here in Houston, but I always call Harris County Precinct 4. I just hit it and call, and then they'll always redirect you to wherever you are. And I just look at whatever the street number is,
right?
Like on the highway, wherever I am.
The mile marker?
The mile marker, yes. And I just let them know, like, which direction I'm going, on which highway, and what the mile marker is, and where they are. So, I mean, I always do that.
I think that's, like, the safest thing to do.
Yeah, because I'm a female and I'm by myself.
Yeah.
So, I always do that. And, you know, sometimes they'll be like, oh, we've already had a call for that, or and I'm like, right. Okay, well, I just wanted to call and let you know.
And I hate to be that way, you know what I mean? But it's like, nowadays, it's like, you can just never be too careful.
Well, my thing is, honestly, I mean, this is the truth. I don't even know how to change a tire. So it's like, even if I pulled over, like
what good are you?
I couldn't do anything.
I can't help you. Right.
Yeah, like I honestly couldn't. But I can call and do that. But I do see where men will pull over and help. I do see that. So that's great. But I always think, like, what if it was me?
Would I want someone to stop and help me?
Yeah, I would hope that someone
would
stop and help me.
But then it's like, but I know myself, I don't have malintent. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to harm anybody. I'm not trying to set them up. There's not like 15 guys waiting in the bushes to come out and attack this person who's helping me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hate to be that cynical about it because, like I said, I would like to think that people are mostly good. But then, like, what if it's that one rare chance that they're not? You know, then you put yourself at risk.
Yeah.
And it's sad that we have to live in a world and, like, think that.
Yeah, I think the majority of people are good, though. I don't think that's the majority of people. I think, I mean, you don't see on the news a bunch of, like, person was broken down and they had 15 people in the bushes waiting to kill somebody. Like, that's not the norm. I think that's just your mind.
Leah Davis case.
Well, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I know. That was a lie.
Yeah, that wasn't the case.
But it was fabricated based upon the belief that happens, and he thought he could get away with that cockamamie story.
Yeah.
Because it does happen. You know what I mean?
Well, he completely made it up.
So
yeah. So really, I think there really is good in the world.
So you would advocate that a person stop and help?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No doubt. I mean, if you have, like, children in the car, no, because you don't want to put children on the side of the road. You don't want to put more danger. It's kind of like with Harvey. Like, I stayed in and helped, you know, coordinate getting people to the Cajun Navy, and I helped coordinate getting trucks from New York and from Dallas and Chicago, and I coordinated doing all that kind of stuff during Harvey until it was safe enough for me, that I felt like it was safe enough for me to get out and not put other people in danger having to come and save me. You know, I'm not going to put myself somewhere where someone would have to come and save me in the process.
Of you helping someone else.
Of me helping someone else. So if I feel like if I pull over and help someone, there's a chance that I could get hurt, then no, I'm not going to do it.
Like, me personally.
Because then someone is going to have to come save me.
I would be more inclined to stop and help a woman than if it were a man. And I would be more inclined to stop and help if it's during daylight hours.
Yes. If it's the middle of the night, it wouldn't.
I'm not helping.
I'm
going to call.
If it's grown men and they can change a tire, or they can help pull something off to the side of the road, or, you know, something like that, then yeah. Okay. That's what's missing in our society right now, is that people are not helping each other enough. They're not.
And I think it's because of that fear. People are fearful of getting involved.
Well, yes, but if people have faith instead of fear, they can bring that love and that concern back to society that's been lost. If we live in fear, then we are no different than animals.
But, you know, we can take that and we can apply that to that crazy, insane Disney situation. That man was beating all of those women. The majority of people stood around and watched.
Yes, and the guy from Texas
intervening.
stepped in and chokehold him. Yes.
Yeah.
because somebody has to do something.
Someone has to act.
Somebody has to. And if you don't, then we are no different than animals or aliens.
But, you know, I think calling in aid is just as chivalrous as stopping to help. I think it's unchivalrous when you just drive by like you didn't see anything and you're not going to help at all.
Yes.
That to me isn't chivalry.
Or where people are nowadays just taking videos of shit and putting it up.
And not doing
That's
anything.
the most coward thing ever. Most coward thing. If you take videos of something and you don't do anything, you don't help, you're just a coward. You're all you're doing is adding to the destruction and sickness of society. I think we should start penalizing those people instead of giving them likes, instead of making them cool. Those are the people that we should be completely ignoring, and that's just disgusting.
But you know, those videos have been helpful in bringing up justice to a lot of people. So I think it should be, if it's within your power to do both, if you can record and offer aid, do both. But I would rather have a person offer aid first than record.
Yeah, no. People who are standing around videoing like, oh, did you see that? Did you see that?
Sensationalizing it? No.
They're just pieces of shit of society. It's disgusting. Totally disgusting.
So,
you are tuned in to Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
I'm Shaw Reeves.
And we will be back next Tuesday, 7 p.m. You can follow us on Lyfe Uncensored YouTube. It's Skylar Dawn. Lyfe Uncensored Show on Facebook. Lyfe Uncensored on Instagram and Twitter.
And Hourglass Corseteer on Instagram. So Hourglass_Corseteer on Instagram. Or go to Skylar's page and you'll find my hyperlink there.
SkylarDawn.com. Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for the support, guys. Love you.
Good night.
See you next week. Ooh, as I flash them again.
Did Steve zoom in?
Yeah.